Taylor. I've been really interested in this. I mean, people have been trying to solve the problem of long-range collaboration in real time since the internet, right? So what's different about what you're doing?
Well, it works for one, so that's wonderful. It's very easy. It's plug and play. It doesn't require a background in computer science. Essentially, you just plug in the hardware. You open up the app. The app pairs with the hardware, just like your Spotify app would pair with a speaker, and you're in and you're playing. So
the network point to point, I guess. This is the box. So this is what you need.
Right. So here's how it works. You take any class-compliant USB interface, you plug it into the box, and then from the box, you plug that right into your router.
Right. So as direct as you get.
Right. And so as long as you have access to your router and you have a class-compliant USB interface, you're good to go. And then you open up the app, and the app recognizes that this is in the room. You can do it on your browser, on an iPad or a phone, and you're paired up and you're jamming just a couple minutes.
That's what's going on here, isn't it? That's
right. Yeah, we got Alan Hines jamming with musicians from Musicians Institute out in Hollywood, California.
So how are you managing to get the latency so low? Are you using
so we have
TCP or UDP? What's the protocol?
Actually, yeah, we use a UDP connection, which is actually older technology, but moves faster. And we have some cutting-edge technology involved as well. We have a compression algorithm that takes very large audio files, compresses them down, shoots them across the internet very quickly, and then we have an AI-powered routing mechanism. So it finds the fastest routes between users based on ping time and compression and hops.
So where does the delay compensation come in? Because there is going to be some kind of delay, right?
I'm sorry, say again?
Is there delay compensation built in somewhere? Because there must
There's
be
no delay compensation. We're just sending the audio as fast as it'll go. And up to about 1,000 miles, it'll generally keep latency low enough to jam.
So what sort of milliseconds are we talking?
About 1,000 miles, you're between 8 milliseconds and about 45 milliseconds.
So almost just like as bad as MIDI.
Right.
Just like MIDI, basically.
Yeah, so the human ear can start hearing latency in another player at about 25 milliseconds. And about 45, somewhere in there, it starts to become a problem.
So show me the hardware. What's
So this is the Realtime portal.
Right, okay, and it's just got an Ethernet cable and a USB.
Right, it's got Ethernet on one side, USB on the other. So audio interface comes in via USB, and this connects to your router.
And how are you doing the video stuff? Is that your own proprietary stuff?
That's the app, right. So when you open up your computer or your phone or your tablet, you run our app, which is the real-time audio webcam app, and it looks like that.
Right, and how many people can you do at once?
150.
And could you do one-to-many, so like perform for people?
Right, yeah, there's streaming capability, so we're streaming right now. It'll stream to YouTube, it'll stream to Facebook, it'll stream back to our social network. In a week it'll be available to stream to TikTok.
Right, okay.
And it has recording capabilities, so you can record and you can multi-track record.
What about video ISO? Does it do ISO video as well?
It does MP4 video.
Right, so that is the MP4 kind of all the people at once, or does it do each one separately?
So it'll do MP4, and whoever starts the recording becomes the director. And whatever view he has, that's what the audience will see. So you can switch between spotlight or tile view or dominant.
Kind of like Zoom, right?
Right, so you're essentially directing the video as you go.
Oh, wow, that's neat. So how does it work? Is it a pay-as-you-go, subscription? What's the deal?
So the box here is $299, and it comes with a 1-year subscription to the app.
Okay, and after that, what's it monthly?
After that, the app is $10 a month.
Right, so and everybody who joins has to be, so everybody in the jam has to be a subscriber.
Everyone has to have a box and an app. So one other unique part about this is that it's not just a webcam app. There's an entire social network behind it. So if you know who you want to jam with, you can just call them up and jump in. But if you don't, you can use a webcam, you can use a social network to find musicians by their instrument, by their genre, and by their level of play. Then you can filter, you can excuse me.
That's
You
okay.
can filter by those musicians that are in a 1,000-mile radius and the ones that are online now.
Right,
so you can
closer.
immediately start finding musicians joining bands, jamming, recording, and streaming to your audience.
And does it, just out of curiosity, can it stream MIDI as well and timing information?
Say that?
Can it stream MIDI and timing information as well?
It does not stream MIDI yet, but in the next year, 6 months, we'll have a MIDI channel as well. MIDI is very easy. Sending video and audio is the hard part. MIDI packets are small. We'll shoot those real fast.
Taylor, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.